There we go. Start streaming? Maybe I should start recording too. Eh. Hmm. Mm. Nah. Okay, so where's the, Can't believe I didn't get that set up. Dude, I am almost done with, with the sketchbook. I'll flip it through for you. Bada 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 beam bada boom. This is how my sketchbooks look, and I'm almost done. Over here, you see like the last couple of pages. I can't count all the pages, but I don't know if you can see it. And like all the last couple of pages. Ah, shucks. Wow, that was bad. But I copy everything from here. I copy everything from here. Okay. This is also why I don't like being on camera most of the time, because it breaks me out of the zone. And I see myself and I'm like, man, maybe I should look at that person. But I'm still testing out with this formula, how often I should stream and the format of how I should stream. But hey, easy come, easy go, I suppose. Not even the right saying, but just keeping the dead air, just keeping the air light, I suppose, and see how this goes. All right, 13, 14. I got 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 8 more pages to do. I think I plan on doing 5 of them today. Where did my thing go? Oh, there it is. I plan on doing 5 today. And I'm gonna stream for an hour. If nobody comes in, says hi, what? Then I'll cut it. I'll keep it an hour. I'll move over to the Discord server, stream a little, and then call it a day. Because right now I'm working on the backlogs. Everybody's getting spoiled on book 2. I mean chapter 2, I suppose. Okay. Let's see if everything's fine. If y'all can hear me. That should have been the first thing I checked, but do I have anything to talk about tonight? I probably don't. But we'll see how it goes. Actually, I'll probably put on some classical music in the background for me to listen to, so I don't have to do something in silence. I think that's a weird thing about morning streams and night streams. In the morning streams, I'm caffeinated and my mind's running like several miles a minute. And the weird thing about it is I don't know how useful all this streaming and content creating is at the end of the day, how useful it is for somebody like me. I would really hate for me to be the guy that just always complains about, oh man, one day, why aren't I famous yet? I feel like that would be super boring as hell and just makes me feel like nothing but a complainer. But when you look back at it, a lot of early rappers would usually talk about that I would used to listen to when I was younger would always talk about how they would make it big, or at least make a living off of what they love to do. And I'm sorry, let me take my jacket off. It's too hot. It's too hot in here. It's the lights. Hold on, give me a sec. Actually, to prevent peaking, let me mute my mic. All right, I'm back. Let me tighten my pants a little bit, but yeah, I guess it's a way that that how I used to live vicariously through other people. I remember an artist I used to listen to a lot when I was like in middle school was like Daystorm Power. and I freaking loved the tracks that he would make about. It was very encouraging about being the best in his field, his heavily competitive field. And I remember I stopped watching him when he essentially made it, and I started seeing him everywhere. Like it was good that he was like, wait, am I? Yeah, I think it's good. It's cool. It's cool that he has been recognized in like the whole realm of YouTube and such. But it's weird when you listen to an artist and they finally reached where they wanted to go, and then they just start talk about when like how big they won. Jeez. How big they are now, how they succeeded. And I just stopped relating. I suppose, well, I was a kid in middle school at the time, so how could I relate a guy in his early 20s or something like that? But it is how it is. I've noticed how like just sketching out pages this way is a lot more faster. It's a lot faster than doing it one page at a time. Because doing stuff at one page at a time, your mind takes mental breaks, and the more mental breaks the mind takes, like the slower the output is. At least that's what I think. Personally. I think I'm drawing. Right now, I'm just getting general character placement down. And then when the time comes, I'll go into a little bit more detail about like what they look like, what their facial expression is. I guess it's very interesting. Ah, shucks, my face is not even in the thing. I hate cameras. Maybe I should not even bother with the camera. Honestly, it's so freaking funny. I don't know, man. Let me see how I can get it right. It doesn't matter. Okay. I don't have an intricate setup. Everything is put together with popsicle sticks and glue. Let me move the second thing. Cool. Yeah, everything's put together with popsicle sticks and glue. So I'm sorry that things are very much amateurish in this side of the internet. I kind of want him to like stroke his beard a little bit. Phone ring. Wow, I really hate WhatsApp. It's so cool and annoying, and it does no good for anybody ever. But one thing I really noticed is that on the last silent stream, when I was doing the cover art for Purgatory Academy, Chapter 1, I did not say a single word, but it got more views than previous live streams, art live streams. So this is a guess a little bit of of maybe if I show my face a little bit more, then more people will be inclined to stick around. I know I generally hear that people like seeing faces, it helps to relate and whatnot. And me personally, I like to just use YouTube to listen to stuff while drawing in the background. And I know people also use YouTube. Everybody uses YouTube for their own little reasons. Okay, let me see if I can do the wings a little bit over here. Okay, I'm going to be fast and loose and because detail doesn't exist. Uh-oh. Let me see if I can expand this a little bit. I don't feel like I need. I'm not gonna try to be too entertaining in a way because I think after a whole after a freaking dang, say what you mean. Goodness gracious. Uh, After I took a nap, I'm on the latter half of the day, right? And without constant feedback from an external source, I don't see how I can provide more energy and more entertainment to the people watching or listening. So I'm just chilling right now, listening to classical music and relaxing. I'm about to sneeze. I apologize. Cool. I hope the pinking wasn't too bad for everybody. I don't know what the streaming culture is like on YouTube. I don't see a lot of people stream on YouTube. I see a lot of people stream on Twitch, but there's not a lot of places for art, I suppose, except for Picardo. But I don't know. I feel like I tried before. I've tried a lot of things before. It's like the most logical conclusion for trying as much as I have is just quitting. It feels like that. It feels that way, unfortunately. I don't know why I quit. Why I don't quit. I quit more things than I see them through, it feels. Except for when it comes to things that I am actually passionate about. I guess that makes you think about why even start, you know? Like, not even in a sense, in a nihilistic sense of what's the point, but what is the reason why one would start something that they don't see through? I guess in my case, a lot of things that I have started was through external factors that I have yet to analyze the purpose of, to understand the purpose of. And I was never really given an adequate answer of why. I feel like that's a good reason for why a lot of people are kind of lost, and the most recent generations, people understand that there really isn't a why. There hasn't been a good answer for a why, um, and that started a decay of meaning, of purpose, of some sorts. It's really funny how I'm just more. I automatically go more detail into the Beelzebub character. And I'm like, I think I understand that. Plus, I haven't even drew the Lucifer character that much. There's like the story where we see more of him. But as I was saying, the fact that a lot of people are, the superiors don't really give a good why or a good purpose, a good ethos, or an adequate one, and we all just continue living as if the answers meant something. It caused a decay in purpose and meaning, and it fills a hole. Well, not fills a hole. We're looking for something that to fill that meaning. And we usually try to find purpose in places that aren't healthy, within role models that are not good. um, but they provide some sort of strength in a world that has been way past caring, of saying how everything is important. I remember months ago I was in a conversation with somebody how I missed the era of people unironically being interested in things to the point that it's cringe. And I feel like we were kind of we're in an era where people are afraid to be sincere about their passions. I don't know. Maybe we are sincere about our passions, and I just haven't been looking. I don't know. The internet's different. It feels like the internet has been different for everybody. Ever since these algorithms came up and personalized the internet experience for everybody. Okay, so I think I'm starting to understand that streams this late at at 5 p.m. They're not good ideas. But streams like uh from like the mornings, yeah. I think people more like tune into those mostly. Oh my gosh, bro. I swear I'm gonna del exit group. There's got to be some way that I can like not be added into like new chats and chats on this thing. I don't care yet. Let's see. It's grabbing his horns like this. But it is what it is, I suppose. I think I'll go for another 30 minutes. And after the 30 minutes is up, I'll be heading to the chat, the Discord. Oh my gosh, what even is this pose? It's very goofy. He even has like a little Hellboyish. I know he's hunched over his desk, so we're gonna draw his wings like this or something. I have no clue what this text is referring to. I know this is a dialogue, like a whole chapter of A and B dialogue. So this is a person, this is a person. I'll copy and paste. For speed and effectiveness. You know how it is. Another copy and paste job here. I should have a note to myself to draw more expressions in the thumbnails more. But yeah, I'm doing this. You're seeing my face right now, uh, mostly to find understand something a little bit. Because I think the first thing was pretty much a little bit of a fluke. But I don't know how YouTube is. I don't know how the audience is. I don't know how people are finding my stuff. It is what it is. It is what it is, apparently. And I was, and it would be an entire shame if I spend an entire hour working on just one page, like sketching one page. Wait, did I stream yesterday? I think I streamed once, and it was only at yeah. I think I streamed last night, and it was once. It was once, and it was a pretty empty stream. Unfortunately, but streaming early today, it was pretty good. Had two or three people in the chat at the same time. And that was fun. But if it's if it's gonna be like another empty stream, that's gonna tell me that streaming at night isn't a good idea. Because I don't know, because there's not a lot of people here, or at least I don't have enough. I don't have enough clout to warrant streaming wherever I want yet. Whenever I want yet. Let's see. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Okay, let's see if I can get these double pages done and in this amount of time. Because I'm not gonna work on this for another X amount of days or weeks, honestly. So I don't really need to be detailed whatsoever. This is generally just blueprinting of saying, all right, this goes here, that goes there. It's generally a translation of what I made traditionally over here. I don't know if you saw that. Let's see, let's put one over there. Copy paste and just put another one over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. And then let's draw another. Another Lucifer character. Right over here. Man, it's so crazy how I keep going back to streaming, even though it never really works out. I don't know. I guess saying that I'm doing this for documentary reasons is probably makes it worth it. And plus, if I wanted to go on a more specific rant style, this is just a. I didn't even start recording. Well, I don't even need to record it. This is not really interesting uh, content per se. Okay, let's draw this. And then this. There you go. Bop, bop, bop. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. I don't know. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do after I finish my backlogs for right now. I don't know. Maybe I should play games. Get people interested in who I am and what I do while I play games in the background. But nah. I'm still not even that interesting. No one's gonna watch me draw and doodle. I'm pretty sure no one's gonna watch me freaking play games or just chat or hang out or whatever. It is what it is. But hey. Da, 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 da. I think it's mostly because I've seen other people do video game streaming. And it's not really a surefire way. Because there's a ton of people like playing games on Twitch. So it's very much like, why would anybody? I don't even have a freaking appeal to me. And when it comes to VTubers, at least they have uh, their own little gimmick going for them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Awesome. That's a double page. Save. Let me save as. So I can go on to page 17 and 18. Oh man, if I keep this up, then I should be able to do all 8 pages tonight. And that'll be awesome. Okay. So this is gonna be like 6 panels. No big deal, no big deal. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. This is gonna be a weird one. I think I can work with this. I don't think this requires a lot of space, but the middle one does. And I can start off with this. Wait. Cool. Right layer. Let me color the layer. Okay. Person here, and another person there. Because the context of this page, I do remember you saying that he's essentially a fly. He's constantly eavesdropping on his students, and there was a little fly over here. So it's constantly some information. Reconnaissance. Okay. Things are looking good. Let me do this. Da 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 da. I think one of the hardest things to do is drawing characters interacting with each other. And this is Lucifer over here. It's like you can, can't you feel it in here? That's my other you're touching. At an Eddie joke. In the thumbnails, I don't even think about drawing Lucifer with his wings. It's such an afterthought. There you go. I think that's good enough. And then moving on to the last one over here. Back towards the camera. I'm thinking that I could just stream in the mornings. Not only that, I'm higher. Not only because I'm higher energy, but mostly because I usually get more people come stopping by, and just interacting. Well, let's see. Actually, no, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Also, over there. Goodness gracious, I can do this. I can do this. I can keep the energy. If I could finish this backlog tonight, that'd be awesome. And I can have some time to reflect and think about what to do next. Because I've finished sketching chapter 3 of Metal Hero and chapter 3 of Just a Reaper and chapter 1 of Chimera Island. So like the only thing that's left to do is probably just like working on just reflecting a lot more on the strategy, on my strategy to be more seen. In this cyberspace. Maybe these people should be a little bit in the foreground. Redo that head a little bit. Alright, cool. That page is done. Let's see if I can do this in 13 minutes. And if I don't see a single hello, I can just head off, move over to the to the Discord, and stream there for an hour or so, and then call it a day. That'd be cool. Maybe night streams should be more chill streams. I should just probably just play a game and talk about the narrative, like what I like about it narratively. Oh no. Whoa, somebody left a like. That's awesome. I appreciate it. I feel like when I'm streaming, I like it's still promotion, you know. Yeah, maybe I should stream a little bit. Stream something light for my computer. Yeah, I think that'd be good. I think that'd be cool. Instead of stressing about how I can draw more. I don't know how I can. Yeah, I think streaming would be a good idea. Streaming games might be a good idea. Once I'm done with all of the backlogs, of course. I'll try it out tomorrow. Tomorrow night. I don't like playing games. Well, I do like playing games, but I just don't have any games that I like to play right now. Outside of Red Dead, I guess. And I know people like to play like the new titles. Hmm. Okay, so this is a good hand. Maybe just put his head on behind it. That's cool. This is good. Actually, no, I'll make it more simple. It looks like they're being hung. Or hung? Hanged? I remember there's like a... There's a difference. And this is just a back and forth, I remember. Between these two. Oh my gosh, I'm almost there. Yeah, I can do this composition over here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yo, Angels, what's going on? Sorry so late. Wanted to stop by and say hello. I'm drawing as well. We will have to talk soon. Oh yeah, sounds good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my gosh, should I save? Oh my gosh, Thanks for stopping by in the chat. Okay, cool. It is saved. It is saved. Awesome. Save. A small attack. All right, nice. It's been a while since we talked, Angels. I haven't forgotten. Just real busy. I get you. I get you. Everybody's doing something. Everybody's doing something today. These days. Let's see. Oh, let me just save as real quick. Save as. This will be page 2 months in chat. 2 months of what? Like since the last time we speak? Okay, yeah. 2 months have gone by. Holy crap! I just just I don't know. It just reminds me how little it feels like I've moved. Cause in my mind, I just keep thinking of things as a binary. I've either made it or I've not. If I wake up and I'm like, okay, I haven't reached the goal that I want to be today, I need to work harder, you know. But what are you drawing? Oh yeah, I'm drawing a Purgatory Academy, the series about heaven, hell, and having 4 years to decide. I think another log line for this series I'm thinking about is just it's very much a story about influence. I'm drawing from my sketchbook. And you can absolutely see, if you can see my face, I'm sure you can see it here. So, if you could tell from the whatchamacallit, from the screen, I just translate what I see from here to here. I don't know if you could see me. I'm pretty sure you can. Um, Hopefully. I can do that. Story about influence. Actually, no, you can't. That's stupid. This is what it looks like. It's also it's I don't even like looking at myself on the camera. Bring it up to your face. Well, welcome XML 56. Welcome to the chat. That was pretty cringe for me. I well on my website after I finish a chapter, I have all the pages put together with the author's notes, which is basically me just commentating, having a page commentary of what I thought of what I think about the chapter, its influence, and what I was thinking about while making it, as well as a scan of all of my thumbnails, for people to play a game of spot the difference between of what it originally looks like and what it looks like in the final form. I'm with you on that. I was nervous on Liam's streams on unintelligent design. What do you mean by that? What is unintelligent design? And who is Liam? Yo, Proxy, welcome back to the chat. Proxy is chatting on the Twitch. And this chapter is this chapter is BS really moving. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Yeah, that was like that. That was basically a chapter 6 of Purgatory Academy book 2. But this entire book, book 3, is pretty much an expansion upon like what I set up in book 2, and chapter 6, book 2, which is there are other Purgatory Academies. Oh, he knows Ethan and Skyver and the Cyberfog creator. Okay, that's cool. Do you read Jujutsu Kaisen? I've been wanting to read Jujutsu Kaisen, honestly. I've read a couple of chapters because my co-creator, my friend, the co-writer of another series that I'm working on called Just a Reaper, he wanted me to look at a couple chapters of Jujutsu Kaisen because he wanted to imitate the style of it a little bit. And I have a little bit of experience imitating styles, but I do want to make things that I make my own. So I had to read a couple chapters. I was forced. So I decided to read a couple chapters to take a little bit of inspiration of how to draw it. And I like to add a different flair to things to make it different enough. So yeah, I read a couple of Jujutsu Kaisen. I wanted to get caught up with everything that's going on, but for the last couple of days, I've just been stressing about how to be more present in more present on the online space. So I've just been spending a lot of time just looking at tutorials and not enough time like getting more inspirations from entertainment. That was a pretty long-winded response of saying yes, but I'm not caught up. So what is unintelligent design? Oh, it's his channel? Okay. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Like every time somebody says like a person, like an internet personality, I'm like, who? I'm just really not all that well versed into it. Mostly because it's so weird. Because I just usually when I do hear about creators, it's usually because of drama behind it. Like I know Ethan Van Sciver because of his drama with with that other guy, Eric July. Yeah, I forgot his name temporarily, but yeah, that's like the only reason why I know who Ethan Van Sciver is, and I know what Cyberfrog is, as an extent. So drama works as a marketing tactic to getting people's names out there. It sucks, but it's effective. I was nervous on camera. What were you doing on camera? What are you guys talking about? So XML, if you're still on the chat, what do you like about Jujutsu Kaisen? And also Proxy, if you're still in the chat, tell me what's up. What's up? What you been doing since the last time you were on the chat? Since we talked, since we were chilling. And also, I think this is. I hope you guys like this angle because this is the best angle I could do with my terrible little setup right here. That I can still talk to you face to face. You know. Oh, talking about your manga. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, so you guys are doing a little bit of a an interview. That's awesome. Proxy. Nothing much. Nothing much. We all do some. We all do a little bit of something some out here. The angel works. The fights are hype. I feel that. I feel that. I think that was like what my friend Matt. That's why he wanted me to read it because he wanted the fights and Just a Reaper to be something like that. Mm. I'll be on there again. Next time I'll be better. Does one have to do anything? Existence is a state of being. Uh, does one have to do it? Yeah, essentially. I'd say so. I've not read Jujutsu Kaisen. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good from what I've read. I think I haven't got how actually I think the last thing I remembered I was like the first 10 chapters at Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't think I've finished volume 1 completely. So that's how and in the anime, I don't think I've gone past season 1 cuz I usually when you watch anime with a friend, it's difficult to binge something mostly because you end up watching other things and a lot of other like animes to watch just falls on the wayside. Proxy, how to write Jujutsu Kaisen: get a character you like, give them plot armor, BS your way through the story. I don't know. I know a lot of main characters die in Jujutsu Kaisen, so that's what I through cultural osmosis and being on Twitter.com, which I'm thinking more and more about leaving Twitter, but I just haven't done it yet. I just haven't pulled the trigger. Like there's nothing good on that website. Okay. Right now I'm just roughly drawing out the panels. Season 1 isn't too crazy. Second season is where it gets insane. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. Uh, right. I feel like I'll look at it when I get bored. You know, when I find myself with free time, or if I'm not. I can look at it again. I could probably look at it again. Um, when I'm not streaming or when I'm doing something else. I need to stop looking at the brain rot content on YouTube that talks about drama because it's not really fulfilling to me. Maybe if I watch some more art, more anime, more stories with purpose, I can probably get back into the groove of being part of the conversation. Because I remember when I was like at a an anime convention, uh, in January, there was a lot of people. There was, I think, like the voice act a lot. The voice actors, uh, the main cast of Jujutsu Kaisen were there. The voice actors, along with other people, and there was just a bunch of people that was dressed up as Gojo, like guys, guys and girls. So who knew that would be a thing. Just like Jujutsu Kaisen catching a woman by storm, the female audience like crazy. I know it's because of Gojo and he's essentially Bashonen. Oh my gosh, that was crazy! Too bad you guys didn't see that. Did you go alone? Yeah, I was there. I was essentially there to sell my books unofficially. Because hold up, yeah, I went to the anime convention. I paid for like 3 days, and let me show you what I did. Hold up. So I was walking around the anime convention for 3 days, wearing this backpack right here, a see-through backpack, right? And within this see-through backpack, I carried my comics. My comics, you can see, Purgatory Academy, Chimera Island, Just a Reaper, and the first chapter of Just a Reaper, and the first chapter of Let's Go Metal Hero on my back. Uh, and and the sign of that says "Ask me about my comics" is was essentially key, because that was people that would come up to me or just read the sign out loud, and then I would come and I would stop what I would be doing, and I was like, "Hey, my name is Mason, and I am the creator part of Studio Masonimus," and I would just whip out my card right here. This is what my card looks like. Yeah, I would just whip out my card over here. I was like, hey, I'm Mason, part head of Studio Masonimus. I create works such as Purgatory Academy. Purgatory Academy is about heaven, hell, and 4 years to the side. Chimera Island is about a hidden island striving to find balance. Let's Go Metal Hero is about two siblings who want to turn a robot into a superhero. And Just Reaper is about a young Grim Reaper trying to keep hell off Earth. And after that, and that's my elevator pitch for all those four series. And I say it in like under 30 seconds. And the front part of the card has all the four series, and the back part of the card has the QR code that links to my link tree. And once they see that link tree, they see four series, all the four series right here, all the four series right here. And if they still remember the log line of any of the series that stuck out to them, they can click on it, and that link goes directly to my website. Goes to like the website, the first chapter, or the first post of that series, and they can just keep reading from there. And I run ads on my website, so I'll get a couple cents, I'll get like not a couple cents, I'll get kickback from people that just land on my page. But that was before I even had like I ran ads, so that's if I like go out again and do that a little bit more. Absolutely genius. Yeah, and like the reason why I did that is because vending out there is like stupid expensive, right? Um, because for I think for like the 3 days, it's like $300. I mean, that's $100 a day, and that's usually and like regular vending events is $50 to $80. But like if you go downtown where they have parking meters, it would easily be like around $100. So the reason I don't really like to go downtown to vend anymore because it's usually event expensive. B, the parking's probably gonna be like $20, so it'll probably be like 80 to like $90, $80 to $100 to even go out there. And I'm selling books. I'm selling comic books, but I'm selling books, stuff that people will read and they will consume for about like book one. Hold up, I don't have book one like right on my doorstep, right on my like person, real quick. Let me grab everything. If everything is freaking on me. Sadly, it's not. Sorry about that. But yeah, like book one of Purgatory Academy is like a 30-minute read. Book two is an hour read. Chimera Island, like you could probably read it in like 15 minutes. And chapter one in like chapter one, Metal Hero and Just a Reaper. I've seen people just blast through it in like 5 minutes, if that, in like a minute maybe, because it's like a 20-page book, including the author's notes and some of the work in progress sketches. Where can I read your stuff? Oh, if you're just looking at my description right now, you can. Right now, since I'm working on Purgatory Academy, there's the link on my description. It takes you directly to the blog post of Purgatory Academy, which from there you can start reading from the first post and just read everything up to the most recent update from it. Because right now I'm on book 3. I just finished book 3, chapter 1. In every book it has a different theme. I'm kind of mixing like a manga and like the traditional comic book storytelling, traditional paperback style of storytelling, where like every novel is essentially a open and shut case. It's like an episode, essentially. So I don't want, because I don't like I would say it like this: every book is essentially an arc. If I don't finish a story in like within 10 pages, then I'm like, what am I doing here, right? Because I like I like things with a definite beginning, middle, and end. Even though like the story will continue and pick up in like a little bit of a time skip, I still want like every volume to essentially be beginning and end, its own arc, mini arc. That's just how I like to tell stories and how I like to keep things neat, right? But like book 1 of Purgatory Academy essentially asks, do we have power to overcome systems beyond our control? And book 2 asks, do we have free will? And if we do, does it matter? And book 3 is going into the metaphysics of truth, lies, and falsehoods. Like, what is truth, lies, and falsehood? What is the difference between a truth and a lie, and what is a falsehood? And yeah, that's about it. That's Purgatory Academy for you. Purgatory Academy is my very first comic book series, and I originally wanted to write Chimera Island first, but I have like pretty big ambitions for Chimera Island, so I started Purgatory Academy first because I wanted to see if I was good at writing. If I wasn't good at writing from the first Purgatory Academy, then I'm like, I might as well like do something else. But it turns out a lot of people who read Purgatory Academy, they thought it was really good. So I just kept going. And one thing after another, I'm now working on like 4 books at the same time. It just happens. I don't really plan it out like that. So I just started like functioning the schedule, not functioning the schedule, like tweaking the schedule of working on 4 books at the same time to benefit my schedule, or just not my schedule per se, but prevent burnout, because I get burned out real easy, honestly. So I think working on these multiple series at the same time, or in chunks, I would say, it helps prevent burnout. So I don't feel tired of looking at a certain character for too long. And that was a lot of yapping. That was a lot of yapping. I agree. But yeah, I would absolutely go to more places, but uh just going out and vending it sometimes like I don't make my money back, and I still have to pay like rent and all of my bills. So I just decided to like take a pause on vending for the first 2 months of this year to see if I can make some sort of income through online, through maybe streaming and something. I always keep going back to streaming uh because I always keep going back to YouTube. I always keep going back to Twitch to go back to streaming because I just see that there is a possibility here, maybe. But hey, I'm moving. I'm moving up. I'm trying. I'm trying here. I'm trying a lot of things. Makes sense. Makes sense. But yeah, that's that's what's going on. Also, that makes me glad that I have this camera, so I can just I can show all this. Also, going out to the anime convention, it was cool because I think I made my money back my first day because it was like $100 for 3 days, and I made like I think I made $100 or so, like just like my first day out there, just like walking around, talking to people, talking to voice actors, talking to people. It was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. It was nice to to be complimented by the voice actor Beerus, saying that I was good at asking questions. I think some voice actors from Adult Swim were there, and like the entire Aqua Teen Hunger Force crew were there. I talked to the voice actor of Phineas and Ferb. They were also cool. Uh, I think a lot of voice actors are cool. Honestly, you seem chill as hell. I hope you succeed in streaming the streaming thing. Yeah, thank you. That gives me power. But yeah, yeah, thank you. I hope so too. I hope so too. I hope I get enough funds to upgrade my setup because I don't know I've been having the same computer ever since, oh my god, ever since 2017 it feels. I think I have like an RX 580 computer, but I originally had like an RTX 9060. I had that computer since 2016. And like the majority of my components were like from 2016. Oh my gosh, my PC's like almost 10, like 2 years off from being 10 years old. And I barely upgraded. I know my CPU is like from 2010, like, but it's a strong one. But other than that, I don't think I need to upgrade a lot of it because it works. The things that I do on my with my PC, it's not that crazy. I can't play the cutting edge games that are now like the graphically intensive cutting edge games, I suppose. But it's good enough. It's good enough. Like I can't play the latest Call of Duty actually. Not Call of Duty, but Battlefield. But it works. It does what I needed to do for the most part. My PC's my PC's just as old as yours. It needs an upgrade too. Yeah, it's I rem- I remember I remember the funniest thing about like my CPU. I think I got a CPU from trading it with a gotta go. I'm gonna check. Make sure to check your stuff out. Bye. All right. See ya, XML. Oh man, I kind of want to check out that unintelligent design thing. That sounds like a pretty cool channel. Unintelligent. Like, oh, okay. Hmm. Okay, that's awesome. I wanted. Hmm. You know what? I don't think I for a while I wanted. I was thinking about going into drama stuff, but I don't. I really I can't. I don't think I can go into drama stuff. Mostly because I know I don't care about it, and that just feels disingenuous. Maybe my mind will change if I once I actually. We shot on the 25th of February, I think. Oh wow. Yo, and he's inviting you back. You guys must be really tight. Nah, don't. It's a waste of energy. True. I. That's what I've been thinking. That's what I've been thinking. I was also thinking maybe at nights when I'm done making save it for your manga. Absolutely. Oh, I ran out of tea. I ran out of tea. Drama is toxic. Hmm. I Yeah, I should probably stop going around like listening to drama stuff. Cause most likely it's just mostly people that doesn't even it does not involve me, or it doesn't really improve what I need to do. Tell me what I need to do in life. It's a distraction. So I don't really feel like I need to distract other people or like waste their time. But I do think it's interesting to listen to, but to get involved, don't. That makes me think. Like, usually you don't find trouble. Trouble find. It reminds me of a saying: "You don't find trouble. Trouble finds you," or something like that. Sorry, hiccup. Da 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 da. And if trouble finds you, then it really is more about like how you handle it. I think I'm just interested in seeing how people handle uh just controversy and drama, and it's just disappointing to see people fold, you know. And I can't really speak on it because I haven't been in that position before, and I don't know what kind of person I would be if I ended up in drama. I think I said in like our previous stream that that like I think about it sometimes a lot, to the point where I'm pretty much making up a drama sona, a freaking a cancel sona, and it's freaking dumb and cringe, but it's funny to me. And in the end of the day, um, I guess people need to be reminded that the internet, a lot of things on the internet just isn't real. When people think that a lot of these stuff, all this drama matters, it doesn't. It only matters who. It's sad to see people's mental state deteriorate over people that really don't care if they live or die, because they're just another figure on a screen to them. It is a sad thought. Oh wow, double frame, double things. I love it. I love doing doubles. Ethan Van Skyver, a EVS AV ESFAP filament stream. Okay. Yeah, it can be harmful. I know Ethan Van Sciver's doing a lot of things. I'm not. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Let me look back. Yeah, I see it. Uh, I think I see it. Da 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 da. No, no. EastFap from Film and Stream. Okay. I think I'm there. 1 hour and 14 minutes. Oh yeah. Okay, I see it. So does what does Liam do? Is he just giving people? Oh, I'm Ralph, by the way. What does Liam do? Yeah, I'm not me personally. I'm not a really big fan about doing. Also, you look good, Ralph. Oh, he creates comics too. Oh, nice. Oh, so what? Oh, yeah. So what were you guys talking about? Were you talking about? Were you just talking about your comics? Wait, how do I get to? Okay. Where was it? I lost chat of the restream. Oh, here we go. Found the restream. Awesome. Okay. Get add another thing. But we really should talk about your work in progress. Work in progress. Enough about me, lol. Talk about everything. Let's draw. Yeah. Yeah. I think. Let me see. I think this is pretty cool. I don't know. I guess I'm also trying to figure out how to get better. Yeah, yeah. I guess everything is a puzzle piece of trying to get more recognition of drawing. Too much people out here are having too much people out here are having fun. I don't know what this is supposed to be like glass breaking. I might do something different. I see you're working on a double panel. Oh yeah. So what's pretty much happening? Beelzebub is having a conversation with Lucifer about different tactics to gain the students' trust or their respect, so they can listen to them, essentially. And Beelzebub says his tactic is essentially providing information about like the students' troubles, or basically being there, listening to them. So he would appear to be an authority figure on like the students, and when he's an authority figure, students will be more susceptible to listening to him. And Lucifer is saying that, yeah, that's pretty nice and good, but don't forget that you're essentially a demon, right? And it really doesn't take, like, people already have a negative sensibility. Like your sensibility to these kids are already negative, so it really won't take that much for all that trust to be broken, and it won't necessarily be you to who break it. So Lucifer is essentially telling Beelzebub that he needs to study, he needs to understand how to diffuse situations if they go awry, something like that. And like this whole chapter is just a back and forth conversation between Lucifer and Beelzebub, and I'm trying to make that as visually appealing as possible. Because a lot of people, I notice a lot of people, well, actually I don't really know who my target audience is for any of my series or any of my works. All I know is that I'm confident in my writing skill. I'm confident in my drawing skill, but I don't know who's really reading these works and how they feel about them. So I'm just throwing right now. I'm throwing literally everything at the wall and telling the story that I want to tell. And if people come by and give me feedback, I'll take it. I'll receive that criticism, and I'll move forward with seeing how I can improve from there. Drawing conversation with body language really helps. Well, yeah, absolutely. I also want to do like a visual. Also like to do visual storytelling as well, because this is like 20 pages of like back and forth, and this is like, and this is gonna be like broken glass right here. I still don't know how to draw freaking. I still don't know how to draw freaking broken glass. I might look at a tutorial when I get to here. When I get to that point. So I also like to make things visually interesting when it comes to conversation. So like I like using symbols and such. Like so even when you're not even looking, so even when you're not looking at them, you can still have an idea of what they're talking about. It keeps conversation interesting, and visuals can be daunting sometimes. I mean, of course. At the end of the day, execution is key, but at the same time, you don't know how good your execution is unless you have that audience that receives it. It's a tricky tightrope, you know. But you'll never know unless you try. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Let's move. Let's hide everything behind here because I want a. Uh-oh. Here we go. Hold up. Hold up. Did I save? Okay, cool. It's a good save. Super deep in conversation. Don't want to mess it up. There we go. I think after this will be like I draw like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more panels. After like these 2 pages, I'll have 5 more panels to draw, and I guess I'll be it for this. And I'll probably next time I do like a night stream, it'll probably be a gaming stream. Thinking about it, maybe I'm not sure. I don't know if I can keep if I can stay interesting while doing that. And plus, I'll have to do it on a at a different angle, and I'll probably have to clean my room to do that. And that's no fun. Okay, this is essentially a sketch. Okay, I know what it looks like. Okay, so now I'm moving over here. There's another Beelzebub face. And another thing about Beelzebub that I kind of like is that, oh shoot, his head is essentially a mask. So you cannot tell what he's saying or how he's feeling. And like his body language is very stiff and preserved. He's a very stoic character. So I don't know. I like this character the most, if not. But I think Gem is a pretty close character that I also liked from the series. But like this is just a back and forth conversation between people, and it's just a good way of experimenting, like what works, what doesn't work. Uh, Reflecting on what I think might make a what makes exposition interesting, because like I feel like what a lot of people do wrong when it comes to exposition is like they're just not making it visually interesting enough, or they're not making it visual. They're not making it interesting enough. And I think what I try to do, balancing out with this whole volume, I try to have like one chapter have conflict and the other chapter be exposition in a sense. Conflict through exposition. One will be like physical, and the other one will be just uh, mental, and in a sense, too much exposition too early. But I think there's a way to make exposition cool, like having in a way of having like both characters having characters learn more about the situation, having characters learn about the situation as the audience do. Like the way that I like to write is to have the reader feel like they are a fly in the wall. Like they're mostly listening in on a conversation. In the way that you can get more information out of a situation is having characters ask questions. I remember uh, when I first started the draft of book one, chapter one of book three. I gave it to Matt for him to like proofread a little bit. I'm listening and drawing. Yeah, say I'm listening to classical music while drawing and talking. I feel like the classical music kind of helps stimulate my brain. But anyway, as I was saying, I remember he was telling me that the dialogue was very robotic, and the reason why what made it very robotic, I noticed, is that nobody was asking questions. Like everybody was making statement after statement after statement, but nobody was really trying to understand their situation. It's like everybody equally understood. And when everybody and when you look at TV, when you listen to conversation, like we when we communicate with other people, we try to learn a little bit more about the world that we live in. That's what I noticed. So when you have a conversation, when people are not constantly asking questions, that's what makes it feel robotic, and people just end up start talking at each other instead of to each other. Uh, oh shoot! And I also realized now, like us doing a lot of thinking, that I noticed that sometimes questions can deliver uh, more of a how would I put this? You can get deliver more information with a good question uh, than just having a statement. Because I was thinking like this example, right? Like you can have two characters, and one character can say, "I don't trust you." That's blunt. That's straightforward, and that works if the character is just blunt and straightforward, right? But if you have a character that says, "Why should I trust you? When can you get this done on time? How are you gonna get this done?" Like that, like using even like any one of the questions, it it gives a sense of the first statement of "I don't trust you," but it also gives another statement of how effective are you at doing this, of how effective the other person is at doing this, and they're demanding proof if the receiver of the question can deliver in a satisfactory manner. Even silence can make a statement, yeah. But it's very situational. Like playing Telltale games, because silence is always an option, and when the character is always silent, that's usually passing up your turn, uh, using like a strategy terms, uh, and giving the reins to the next character to act on behalf of characters not being active in the story, proactive characters. That's what I realized, the power of questions. Is your book for all ages? I write for separate ages. Purgatory Academy is like is like PG-13. Let's Go Metal Hero is like general audience. Chimera Island is just parental guidance. And Just a Reaper is for mature audiences. I've had all ages read Purgatory Academy, and all ages just equally think that it's great. It's a great story. I had like I had elementary school kids saying that they want to present it as at their show and tell from their school, and I was like, oh, you shouldn't, you shouldn't. But hey, if people like it, then who am I? Who am I? And like show and like knowing that younger people like read your stuff, it really makes you think. It really makes you want to make sure what you're making is you're having a purpose. You're having more of a purpose about what you're writing. Because oh no, freaking inspiring children is just it's a scary thought, really. It's like I remember when I inspired a child, I was like, "Oh man, literally no one should have this power. This is kind of too great. Freaking leave it to God, you know? Like it's crazy." Like having influence over somebody that just isn't your kid. I'm like, "Oh my gosh." Oh. What? But like if it's not if somebody I don't know how to say that, but I just try to make my stuff purposeful, have a message with it for everybody to enjoy. That bothers me because my books are 18 and up, and like some in very dark in some areas. I mean, yeah, I remember when I was a kid. Um, when I was a kid, I was like looking at a lot of like mature material. When I was like his, when I was in like even a freshman in high school, even in yeah, especially when I was a freshman in high school, especially in like in late middle school, maybe early late middle school, maybe I don't know, middle middle school, early high school. Um, I definitely don't want a young audience to get hold of it. And as I paywall it, I don't know. I don't know. That makes me really. I don't know. When it comes to like a like very much mature material, the first thing that really comes to my mind is like stuff like that should really be paywalled if you really don't want like kids to read it. Um, when I was 15, I picked up a Nightmare Campus on VHS at the mall. What's Nightmare Campus? Let me see if I can draw this. Look it up. It's not for kids. Okay, I'll take your word for it. No, it's an adult anime. Okay. It's. I feel like it's just worse now, honestly, because a lot of like adult material is like very readily available, especially to younger audiences. Like if they just have access to the internet, all they have to do is just it's they don't even they yeah if they have access to the internet and social media, then it's they can find it because the marketing, the sheer amount of marketing that they do is nuts. It's insane. It's evil, but it makes you wonder, like, why? What can you do? You know? A 1-inch sticker and paywall would be ideal. Honestly, honestly. Let's see if I can do this. But it really makes me think, right? Because like a lot of people kind of grew up, especially with this generation. They kind of grew up on like having Reddle being having a Reddle having like adult material just being readily accessible to them from at a young age. And outside of increased risk of pornography addiction, I don't know what other sorts of. I'm trying to remember what other sorts of damage it really could have caused us. I do hear stuff like it skews the idea people's perception on sex and love and just human interaction, like genuine romantical interactions. It it takes the idea of romance from it takes the idea of love out of romance and into the idea of just fornication, and like I guess the culture of popular female rappers aren't really helping. And I remember I was like watching a video about like a female rapper saying the reason why a lot of female rappers they just do a lot of inappropriate stuff, just showing their body, is because nobody looks at them from doing anything else. If they're like literally doing anything else, and and they're trying to be like it's your fault because you're not looking at us when we're trying to do something that's not that. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like like when you start blaming the audience, like sure, like the audience can be wrong about certain things, but at the end of the day, like when you're fighting the audience, you're essentially fighting like you're fighting a tidal wave. You're fighting like the ocean. There's way too many people to fight if you're trying to fight the audience, right? So if you're like, oh man, no one's gonna look at me because if I make some good stuff, then I'm gonna make sure people look at me, and so I'm just gonna just uh be overtly sexual and show my body just so people can listen to my song, so I can get a few more listens, a few more streams on Spotify. And the idea of that even the idea of that in of itself is pretty sad. But going to that depths, whoring yourself out for more reviews is a sad state to be in. And also just it's just not helping anybody at the end of the day. But hey, I don't know, man. It's just weird. It's very weird. It's very weird. But yeah, I think people should paywall their stuff, their adult material. Like if it's like I don't know, if it's like overtly sexual, I guess it's very weird because I remember there was always being a debate between like sexual content versus violent content. But like if the violent content is just obsessive gore, then yeah, paywall that, put that behind stuff that kids can't see. But if it's just violent, and like unsettling. Okay, yeah, sure. Just be like, oh, uh, trigger warning, I suppose. Come on, what why is? Oh, that's why. Oh. Okay, let's see. One sticker, paywall. Okay. Da 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 da. Head tilts. Was very just leaning back. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out the angle of this head. Yeah, his hands are over here. I want his arms crossed. Like this. Cannibalism and a grape scene. It's dark, but a panel of it. I'm thinking I should keep it or cover it. Hmm. What is your manga about even? Hmm. And then his horns over here. Okay. So one. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gee, I think I might shrink this down a peg. There we go. All right, that is. Are you making physical copies? Yeah. I mean, I still have a lot of physical copies of the previous chapters uh, in my sitting in my house. I haven't. Yeah, I just have a couple of that sitting around my house. I'm trying to sell them on my website, but I haven't really been getting a lot of people buying them. So I'm just trying to figure out how am I gonna do that. Oh, sorry, sorry about that. So I'll just try to figure out how I can do that. But I've been wanting to ship them to people, but I guess like the best way for me to sell them is going to flea and farmers markets and sell them there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I may buy one next week. Awesome. Let me save. Shucks. Shucks. I'm just waiting to screw up. Okay. I didn't screw up. Cool. This is gonna be the last double page. This is gonna be the last thing. Save as. This is gonna be. This chapter is gonna be 22 pages. Yeah, man. Like I said, I have 4 series going on. I think I have physical copies of book one, book two. Um, book one, book two of Purgatory Academy, the one shot of Chimera Island, and chapter one of chapter one of Just a Reaper, and chapter one of Let's Go Metal Hero. Chapter two is finished, but I just want to sell the majority of my inventory until I just start compiling everything into like the newest chapter, I guess. I'm still trying to figure out what's the best way for me. What is the best way for me to go about the chapters? Wait, did something? Hold up. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the best way for me to go about compiling the chapters so I don't have to constantly restock on old chapters. So what I'm doing is like when I finish a chapter, when I make a new print, I'm gonna do like a double. I'm just gonna double up. So the new chapters come with like the previous chapters, and that also that'll probably also give it a reason for me not to do. I don't know. I'll figure it out. For stuff like Purgatory Academy and Let's Go. So for stuff like Purgatory Academy and Let's Go Metal Hero, I can see that the issues might come from people who want to support, but they'll be buying more and more and more of the same thing. You know, the newest edition is just gonna be a new chapter, uh, and and I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. There's like a thousand, like, but and the more I'm understanding, the longer I do this, the more I understand that there's like always a thousand and one. There's always like 1,001 reasons of why something won't work, but what matters is maybe you'll find something that does just by trying, or you might find something that does work just by attempting. There we go. Okay, this is the back of Lucifer's head. Let me try that one more time. I think he's like leaning in or something like that. I think he probably would be. Let's see. I'm liking your progress, seeing the artist at work. Oh yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Let me think. Let me do the horn. Yeah, like I said, this is just essentially the sketches, the digital sketches. To digital thumbnails is more like it. Because after this, I'm just gonna be it's gonna be inking and then lettering, then doing the backgrounds. I like doing the backgrounds like usually last because I don't know how much the lettering is gonna cover the background, so I'll see like if I really need to draw it, if it's gonna be mostly covered up. And after that, I call it a finished chapter. Done. And one drawing of Lucifer over here. Man, I have not been. I should really take breaks. I don't think I've taken a break yet throughout this whole stream. I think it's mostly because like having people on the stream just gives me energy. It's my extroverted nature coming out, I suppose. We will have 2 interviews soon once I get a cover finished. A cover finished? What do you mean? Oh, after you finish one of your chapters? Take a break. I'm going to get some food. All right, cool. Okay. I'll take a 10-minute break. Sitting down, enjoying the day. Oh my gosh. Sitting down feels nice after chicken. Sitting down just feels nice after standing for like 2-3 hours. No, for 2 hours. Right now. That's freaking bizarre. Real freaking bizarre. Man. Okay. I'm almost done. Might as well. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can do this. I can do this. Oh yeah, I actually scheduled to finishing the. I actually finished. Expected to finish this backlog today. That's funny. All right, break time's over. Okay. After that, there's like a grin. That's nice. Okay. 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 Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure that's pretty much the end of it. Oh my gosh. That's chapter 2. Thumbnailed. Just digitally sketched and thumbnailed or something. Whatever you want to call it. Oh my gosh. I'm done with a 238 page manga. I just few detail. Oh man, that is absolutely an achievement. Holy crap. What the heck am I gonna do now? What the heck am I gonna do now? The dopamine is rushing in. And I got an hour to spare. Awesome. Let me check if it's all saved and done. Yeah, this chapter is going to be a quick read. Good progress. Try taking it easy tonight. Come back. Come back in an hour. Oh no, yeah, I'm done. Ugh. And plus, it's like I stopped drawing after 8. So right now it's just my day's over. I'll be back. Thank you, Mason. Thanks for stopping by, man. You take it easy. Thanks for coming out, Rolf. All right. And we are done. We are out of here.